Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Murphy's Market Minute with Elliot Omenson and
Nathaniel Vossman.
Bringing a more subdued Murphy's Market Minute than last week. Last week, and nothing from last week has changed much, but we have got some new data out. I don't think it's really all that impactful, but we want to always make sure not to just push one narrative. And I think today there's a couple things from inflation, GDP, and tariffs that might have, might be interesting to note, but I don't really, I don't really see, there's caveats to
Yeah, and we still don't know the full implication, especially on the tariffs.
Yeah, but the Supreme Court did in a split ruling 6-3 rule against Trump's ability to use EPA to do tariffs however he feels like. Justice Kavanaugh did note, I think there were 7 different opinions written, which is fairly wild.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often. And Justice Kavanaugh did note 5 other ways that the Trump administration could levy these tariffs.
Yeah, I know that's been a topic of discussion for a while, like months and months now, because we knew all along it's going to go to the Supreme Court. And all along, it's like regardless of whether or not this gets struck down, they can probably just be put right back in place using other forms of power to do so. But I think that's almost a certainty. But the less certain thing is what happens to all the revenue that's been already collected, because even if the tariffs do get put back in place, the tariffs that have been in place up to this point and the revenue that has been collected has done so technically unconstitutionally. So that money might have to be refunded.
Yeah. There is currently no mechanism to accomplish that.
Yeah, so
and I did read one thing where it's like every company that wants the tariffs back has to individually sue. So it's, giant nightmare. But such is life. It did seem to cause the markets to start to go up today. I don't know that any of that really matters. The markets have been pretty much flat all year. The S&P is up 0.75 year to date. You can look at it. It's just up and down and up and down and up and down.
Yep.
Same with the Dow's a little bit different. It's up 2.89. I think the NASDAQ's down for the year. Is it? Yeah, it's down 1.5.
Yeah.
So things are kind of in the market struggling to get off the ground. Inflation went up a little bit.
Yeah, PCE.
0.4%.
Yeah, it's like what, 2.9 over
yeah,
here?
and then core inflation is at 3.
Yeah.
So it has been just steadily trickling upwards a little. I'd still say 3 and under is totally fine.
It's definitely still contained, just not at the target.
Yeah. And then GDP numbers for fourth quarter. We had an incredible third quarter, 4.4%, if I remember right.
Yeah, 4.4, and then this one was a little bit lower than expected.
Yeah, 1.4.
Yeah.
And New York Times stated that most likely it was due to the longest government shutdown of all time of 49 days. I haven't researched exactly why that would be.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. So,
but that was the New York Times's part. I'm sure that wasn't the whole analysis.
Yeah,
but that was one thing I read that they published about it. So it'll be interesting to see now that we're through all that, how things look in the coming months. I don't know, anything else going on in the markets that you think would be worth noting?
Not a whole lot. I think to me the big thing this week was just the ruling on tariffs. Even though, to be honest, I'm not really surprised by the ruling. I'm just now, I've been waiting for this ruling to come out. Not surprised by the ruling, but I'll be curious to see what happens after the fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would imagine that somehow that money's going to be refunded, but the tariffs ultimately will stay pretty much in place as is.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. We'll see. Who knows?
Yep. So on a completely different note, if anybody is looking for something fun to do tonight and tomorrow, the Kansas City Black Film Festival is going on at the Gem Theater downtown, 18th and Vine. And tonight is the showing of the film Yours Truly was in, Aunt Sister, on PBS. So depending on how things go, your financial advisor may be an award-winning black film actor by the end of the weekend.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Who saw that coming? But it's a great film. Check it out on PBS's website. It's the story of Sarah Richter, who in the early 1900s was the wealthiest black woman, or wealthiest woman, I think, in America. Received a piece of land in Oklahoma as part of being Cherokee as well, and that oil was discovered on it in the age of 10 because she was Cherokee black and a girl, and 10 had to have a court-appointed guardian of her business and financial affairs, and that's the role I play. I think I look a little bit like Colonel Sanders in the film.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little. And she lived in Mission Hills. She moved to Mission Hills, had a big mansion down there, a bunch of Cadillacs, threw a bunch of parties. And as people are wanting to do, died broke. So.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yep. So. I don't know if it's a very uplifting or inspiring story.
I'll be curious to see it, though.
Yeah. So Ron and I are going to be down there tonight and at 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock for the showing of that. And anyways, just wanted to invite people out there and come check out the Kansas City Black Film Festival.
Yeah.
Until next week, this is Elliot.
Nathaniel.
Signing off.